You think your problem is discipline or time or consistency, but what it really is comfort. You're too far stuck in the comfort zone. You like going out on a weekend. You like going out and enjoying yourself. You like doing what the girlfriend says. And you literally just follow everything she says. The problem with this is you're just stuck in that comfort zone all the time. This is the reason why you're not moving forward. You're not making any progress. Because you're stuck in that comfort zone. You're just doing as everyone says. You're being a yes man. You're just going out on a weekend. You're wasting the weekends drinking. You're doing this. You're doing that. Bah. But the thing is, if you're keeping yourself in this comfort zone, you're never going to progress in life. You're never going to take risks. You're never going to be able to fail. You're never going to be able to move forward because you're stuck in this comfort. They say the quote is, comfort is a killer, which it is. If you're stuck in that comfort zone, you're never going to be able to move forward, honestly. If you push yourself out of the comfort zone, do stuff which you don't really want to do. I always myself push to do things I don't want to do. Whether that's right now talking to the camera. I'm new to making these videos. So making these videos to me is something outside of my comfort zone. But I'm pushing myself to do it. If you push yourself out of that comfort zone, what you're going to do is just get better and better and better. So if you start doing something that you're not comfortable with at first, it's the same as if you were new to going to the gym. If you were new to going to the gym and you push yourself to go in, maybe go on the treadmill first, have a little bit of a look around, see what's in the gym, who's in the gym, see where everything is, and then maybe next time you do a couple of sessions on the treadmill, maybe doing some steps, doing a little bit of a run or whatever, and then you go onto the bike, just kind of rotate around the cardio equipment, and then after that, what you do is push yourself to go into the gym, into the actual gym floor, to go into the weight section. Once you've pushed yourself to do that, all this is pushing yourself outside of the comfort zone. You're pushing yourself each time that little bit extra outside of your comfort zone. So next time you might go onto the gym floor, you'll go and do a little bit of weights, maybe just do dot around on the equipment. And then you just gradually keep building your way up and up and up. And that's how you just gradually keep moving out of the comfort zone. And it's the same with anything. If you're stuck in that comfort zone, maybe going out on a weekend, eating shit food, if you don't kind of get rid of that for a little while, which will be hard, again, it's outside of your comfort zone. Remember what I said about going to the gym? At first, you're not going to have that confidence there to go in and do it all. But as well, if you had kind of a plan or a coach or whatever, you knew exactly what you were doing in that gym. If you had a plan, you would be able to go in and have so much more confidence. Your confidence would literally skyrocket if you had a plan. Because you wouldn't have the kind of, you wouldn't go in and think, right, I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just going in doing whatever. You have a plan there, you know exactly how to do the exercises properly, you know exactly what you're doing, how many reps, how many sets. So you can just go in and do them certain exercises, and that will honestly skyrocket your progress so much more. And going back to what I said before about the comfort of going out, eating crap all the time, if you stop doing this stuff, stop going out on a weekend, stop going out every single weekend and eating crap, getting takeaways during the week, this again is going to be outside of your comfort zone because this is something that you're used to doing all the time. So if you step outside of it and don't do it, that is really going to, like I say, you're going to be really stepping outside of your comfort zone there. So what you've got to do is just gradually keep moving forward and forward and forward in small gradual steps. Basically the same process as what I said about going in the gym. But like I say, if you're not taking these risks, stepping outside your comfort zone, getting rid of all things which aren't really moving you forward, you're just going to stay in the same position. You're going to keep going through the motions. You're not really going to get anywhere. And I'm guessing if you're here watching this video, that's not what you're here for. If you're watching these type of videos on YouTube, you're someone who wants to be progressing, wants to be moving forward, wants to be getting 1% better every week. If you're just, like I say, just going through the motions, you're not really moving forward, you're stuck in this weekend cycle of going out, you're not really feeling like you're getting anywhere in life, you feel like you're a little bit lost, which most men do. When men don't have a mission or a purpose or something they're working towards, a goal, they're lost. They're just going through the motions. Again, if they have no goals, no purpose, nothing like that, they're pretty much still stuck in the comfort zone. You have to set goals which are outside of your comfort zone and gradually work towards them. That's when you absolutely thrive. When you're working towards a goal that you think maybe you could achieve, but it's well out of your kind of caliber. It feels uncomfortable working towards it, but that's what absolutely fuels you to bits. So if you set yourself a goal of, say you were 110 kilo, out of shape, 35% body fat, it would feel uncomfortable for you to set yourself a goal of losing 30 to 40 kilo. But you could do it. There's no reason why you couldn't do it. And yes, it would make you uncomfortable working towards it. But remember what I said, stepping outside of that comfort zone is what is going to make you absolutely thrive. So if you were working towards this goal of losing 30 to 35 kilo, you would absolutely thrive under this process, because, like I say, you're stepping outside your comfort zone and you have this goal, this North Star goal that you're working towards. If you keep working towards that, honestly, you will absolutely thrive. And like I say, if you don't have a goal and you're just going through life, just going out on a weekend, eating crap, going out with your mates, not really doing anything in life, just going to your job every week and just hating your job on a weekend, you're covering up your life because you hate your life. On the week, you're going to a job which you hate, and then on the weekend, you're covering it up with going out on the piss and getting absolutely smashed, and then just repeating that process every single week. That's you stuck in the comfort zone. To get out of that comfort zone, you've got to set yourself uncomfortable goals. Uncomfortable goals that you maybe could even fail at. Failure is honestly mint. If you fail a large amount of times, you will succeed. If you fail so many times, honestly, you will become absolutely amazing at something. The most successful people have failed millions of times because they don't let failure make them give up. They just keep going and going and going and going and going. And that's exactly what you've got to do.